Welcome back to Divine Capricorns with me, Amanda. I read for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. And this is going to be a general message. So whatever comes out, and I shall read it. If you need anything from me, it's down below in the description box, including a Wizio link to book me for a private reading if you would like to do so. There is also donation links down there, wish list. I have my social accounts on there. It's just jam-packed with information. So if you're curious, go check it out. Either way, I'm going to get a couple of cards from my Threads of Fate deck that I've got right here. So Threads of Fate Oracle. Can you give me 2 cards, please, for the overall energy of Capricorns at this time? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements, please. Just 2 cards. Sacred Sexuality. Ooh. And Reclaim. Wow, Cappies. I already really like this. I almost want to put Reclaim in front of Sacred Sexuality, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to read from the book from this, just because it's an oracle deck, you know. Let's see. 66. And then where's Reclaim? 54. 66 and 54. There's that one. And then 66. Our sexual self and sexual energy is such a layered and potent part of who we are. It can show us our wounds. It can provide healing. It can help us manifest. It can teach us boundaries and can fuel and empower us. Sacred sexuality does not mean that your sexual preference, oh, wow, I can't even read today. Mercury, you need to go direct. Help me out here. Sacred sexuality does not mean that your sexual presence or expression needs to look a certain way. It simply means that your sexuality is sacred as it is a core part of your humanity as well as your spiritual and universal self. This card asks you to examine your relationship to your sexual self. Is there anything that needs tending to? Is there anything that needs healing or releasing? Wow. Well, this is a very specific message for specific people. It won't resonate for every single person, so take that as it does resonate, if it does. You were born as a perfectly imperfect human with gifts, talents, medicine, wisdom, and knowing. Growing up in a culture that does not nurture these gifts creates misalignment with our highest truths. Reclamation can be a lifetime process, as it is continually awakening to ancient medicine we knew in other lifetimes and soul wisdom. While there is no rule book or map for this journey, this card calls your attention to what stirs deep inside your soul memory. We're often drawn to places, people, experiences, music, etc., that we know on a cellular level, but our logical mind may not understand why. This card asks you to follow your intuition, trust that desire, and follow it. Reclaim your knowing, your power, your medicine, and your healing. Enjoy the mystery and stories unfolding. Wow, I am floored. We have had the Reclaim card before, I think the last time that I had used this on the channel. So I think it's just kind of bringing forth more of that. Go searching for the information that your soul really wants you to learn and know. But I think it's specifically talking about, what does your sexual self look like? What is it? How does it express itself if it does want to express itself, right? Interesting. I just want to throw this out there. If any of you are struggling with anything with identity and like doubting who you are, I want you to know that you are not alone at all. Okay? Not alone. And if you need somebody to talk to, I mean, I'd love to talk to you. So, yeah. Can you give me some more information, Spirit, about these two cards that came out? What's going on in Capricorn's energy right now? Six of Pentacles. The Fool. Giving to yourself. You struggle with giving to yourself. King of Wands. That almost flipped, but it wasn't a full flip. Wheel of Fortune. Can I get two more cards? Oh, Chariot. Okay. One more. 10 of Wands. Ooh. That was like so accidental. All right. Get these aligned. So you got 3 majors out of 6 cards, which is, I mean, that's quite a bit. You also have a 10 at the end of your reading, which tells me you are reaching a completion of a cycle, that you are reaching the end of like a rope of sorts. The fact that the 6 of Pentacles came out first, it tells me a lot about you as a person and what you might have been experiencing. And I feel as though this, like the first 2 cards, make sense to me because of this card. This is the giving and receiving card. If you've gone through, and I will say it's sexual trauma, then it is very, very hard to come back to that soft feminine energy where you trust that it's okay to receive. So a lot of people, and I won't say like it has to be because of trauma, it's just a very, everyone experiences trauma in some sort of way. What I am saying is like the repercussions, like the aftermath of that, it's very hard to allow other people or just to be okay with receiving something from someone. Like receiving love and affection feels very foreign. And even more so, like maybe receiving a gift or somebody wants to do something nice for you, like that's difficult. It's very, very difficult. And I feel as though you're being called to explore more of like this fire side of you. That's what I'm getting from the King of Wands, is like owning that sexual side of you and not necessarily making it what maybe society makes it to be, right? You have free will. You get to, use your own mind and your own logical thinking. You get to define your own self, essentially. And I feel as though this is like you taking your power back and putting it back into you and receiving those good things, those things that you really, truly deserve. Because you also have the Wheel of Fortune next to it, and this gives me this impression like this is part of your path. This is part of your healing journey. This is part of you transcending in this lifetime. I'm getting that very much deeply. I feel like I need to give you a hug, whoever you are, and tell you again, you're not alone. You're absolutely not ever alone. I feel like you're also determined to like move forward and get out of this space that you might be currently in or have been in. So for some of you, you might have already done this. You might have already completed this this cycle or this lesson, but for some of you, maybe not so much. And you're like working towards it, because the Fool for me also, it's like this calling of like openness and the way, are you going to take this journey? Like, we feel you're ready. Like, are you going to take this journey? Because some people don't answer the call, right? To open up, to transcend, and to go deeper and find their soul. Because we're human, right? And then we have a soul. Our soul already knows what's going to happen. It's already been written for us. But it's up to us as humans to search that. That's why we feel like we need to know the answer, like, what is life? There is no answer to that. And it's okay that there's no answer. Yeah, I feel like overall this is like your ability to empower yourself. Because like the King of Wands is a very confident masculine. It doesn't have to be male or female. We don't recognize gender in tarot. This is just masculine energy. And it's like there's this fire within you that wants to be expressed, but of course in a safe way. And I completely understand that. So we have Gemini, we have Leo, Cancer. We actually have Cancer twice. We have Sagittarius twice. And then we have Taurus here. I don't know if these are signs in your birth chart or if like this is just the energy. Yeah. Excuse me with the yawns. I want to know what the advice is here. What is the advice for my Capricorns going through this at this time? What is the advice? I know I ask for advice often, but I just feel like that's what is needed a lot of times. I could find out an outcome, a potential outcome, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Emperor. Dang. Own it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's like I could be talking to a masculine, and if that's the case, like I really do want you to know, like you're not alone. The Emperor is divine masculine. It's Aries, Scorpio. Okay, but it is talking mostly about authority and having ownership, right? The Emperor owns himself. He owns what he has, right? He owns his own energy. And I feel as though maybe for a period of time that has been lost for you, or maybe that has felt like very foreign, or you felt like that wasn't okay. But the cards are saying it over and over and over again. Like this is meant for you. You're supposed to take your power back. And that means like speaking up for yourself. That means asking for things. That means like saying what you think, like, of course, in an authentic way. That means like don't go around saying like any random stuff or just like with bad intentions of hurting others. No, I'm not talking about that. But I am talking about having the ability to recognize, no, this is who I am, and I'm okay with it. Like I'm more than okay with it. This is who I want to be. So I really feel like these cards are, this is a really powerful message for somebody, right? Like, I mean, even the decorations on these cards are pretty cool. I don't know if you can see, but I really appreciate this. I'm hoping that somebody else appreciates this. And again, like if you need somebody to listen or hear you out, like I would be more than happy to be that for you. I can also do a reading specifically for you, and we can get a little bit more into the details of what this means or what it could mean potentially for you. Because that's always my intention as a reader, is I want to help people. This is a tool for guidance. It's not a did my husband cheat on me type of stuff. Like, I don't want to be that reader. I want to be somebody that helps with mental health and spirituality, like spiritual journeys. That's always my intention. So if that resonates with you, I'd love it if you liked, shared, subscribed, and join us here on this channel. And yeah, I don't have anything else. There's so much here. I just feel like you're either like already getting away from this, or you've learned this lesson, or like I said, you're getting there. So proud of you. All right, well, that's it for me for this reading, Cappies. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for the comments and all the love. And hopefully sometime soon we will be looking at doing subscriptions on here. I've already built out what that looks like and adding bonus content, those kinds of things, and I'm excited. So yeah, know that you are divine, sacred, and heavenly. Bye, Capricorns.